Welcome to Gotham, the city where crime is as common as bad Wi-Fi. Today, we will dive into the top 11 Gotham's worst troublemakers. Starting off our list is Dr. Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow, the world's most terrifying pharmacist armed with a deep understanding of psychology and a terrifying fear toxin. Fun fact, his toxin is basically nightmare fuel in a can. One whiff and you're running from things that aren't even there, like giant spiders or the idea of texting your crush first. He used to be bullied for being tall, skinny, and bookish throughout his childhood and adolescence. So, at his senior prom, instead of dancing, he shows up with a gun and commits his first murder. Unlike other villains who focus on physical destruction, Crane seeks to break people mentally. In Batman: Arkham Asylum, Crane drove Batman to the brink of madness, forcing him to confront the death of his parents over and over. The Scarecrow doesn't just attack you, he attacks your very sense of reality. Next up, Catwoman, aka Selina Kyle, is Gotham City's sassiest jewel thief and ultimate cat lady. After a rough marriage to a rich, abusive jerk who tried to ruin her, she got back at him by stealing all his stuff. Deciding she deserved it, she became the Cat for 2 years, until Batman showed up. Since her debut in 1940, she's been Batman's favorite frenemy, constantly stealing his heart, and occasionally his bat gadgets. Catwoman's like a superhuman gymnast who can karate kick you and vanish before you blink. Trained by top martial arts masters, she's got more fighting styles than most people have shoes. As Gotham's sneakiest thief, she prefers swiping shiny things over robbing banks, and can even pull off heists dressed as a grandma. Oh, and cats? They love her so much, they'll actually jump into a fight for her. In Gotham, Catwoman is like the ultimate complicated relationship. Dark, thrilling, and impossible to resist. Whether she's cat burgling or saving the day, she's always a perfectly delightful enigma. Number 9 waddles in with style. It's the Penguin. Oswald Cobblepot is Gotham's mob boss with a refined taste for crime. He is the ultimate outcast in his posh family due to his short height, plump figure, and beaky nose. Bullied and rejected, he turned to a life of crime. Though short and physically unimposing, Cobblepot makes up for it with his ruthlessness, intelligence, and extensive criminal empire. Operating out of the Iceberg Lounge, basically a club for people who enjoy shady deals and overpriced cocktails, Penguin controls the city's crime with an iron grip. With a brain like a supercomputer, he juggles criminal schemes and legal businesses, all while keeping his gang in line. The Penguin may not have superpowers, but he has henchmen, money, and a monocle, which, let's be honest, is a power move all on its own. Underestimating him is a mistake even Batman can't afford to make. Next, we have Gotham's most indecisive villain, Two-Face. Poor Harvey Dent used to be Gotham's district attorney, but now his face looks like it got into a fight with a barbecue. After a run-in with acid that left half of him looking like before and after photos in a skincare ad, Harvey became Two-Face. Now, he lives in a world of duality, where every decision is dictated by the flip of a coin. Lunch, coin flip. Bank robbery, coin flip. Batman, coin flip. Don't be fooled by the suit, though. Two-Face is as ruthless as he is stylish. His biggest accomplishment, almost bringing Gotham to its knees in the long Halloween, and looking good while doing it. Coming in at number 7, we've got the ultimate plant lady, Poison Ivy. If you think your neighbor's garden is overgrown, you've clearly never met Pamela Isley. She's got a green thumb that could literally kill you. Dr. Pamela Isley, once a brilliant botanist, was transformed into Poison Ivy after being exposed to dangerous toxins. Ivy doesn't just talk to plants, she bosses them around like she's their mom. Her ultimate goal? To save the environment, even if it means wiping out humanity in the process. Maybe it's the only solution. Her pheromones can make anyone do her bidding, but Batman's usually too busy punching plants to notice. Her biggest moment? Turning Gotham's parks into her own jungle in no man's land. Remember, if Poison Ivy ever invites you over for dinner, it's probably you that's on the menu. Chilling in at number 6, we've got Mr. Freeze, the only guy who thinks winter should last forever. Dr. Victor Freeze didn't ask to be a villain, but life had other plans when a lab accident made him colder than your ex's text replies. It began when his wife, Nora, was struck by a terminal illness. To save her, he cryogenically froze her body until a cure could be found. But a freak accident left Victor unable to survive outside of sub-zero temperatures, encasing him in a cold suit to stay alive. His singular obsession with finding a cure for Nora drives him to commit crimes, making him a villain with one of the most heartbreaking backstories in Gotham. His ice gun? Top-notch. His social skills? Frosty at best. Freeze's most cool moment was in Heart of Ice, where he turned Gotham into a popsicle. But hey, at least he's consistent with the whole cold theme. If you ever see him at an ice cream shop, just leave. Coming in at number 5 is Bane, the man who did the unthinkable. He broke the Batman's back, forcing Bruce Wayne to give up the Batman persona while he recuperated. Born in a prison, Pinaduro, where you had to be tough just to survive, Bane is basically the world's scariest bodybuilder. His strength is enhanced by the drug venom, which makes him nearly invincible. But it's not just his brawn that makes Bane dangerous, it's his intellect. Bane is a master strategist who meticulously planned Batman's downfall during the Nightfall storyline, orchestrating a series of events that left Gotham in chaos and Batman broken. Bane is the only guy who's ever sent Batman on a mandatory sabbatical. At number 4, we've got the Riddler, Gotham's own trivia master. The Riddler's need for riddles started with some serious childhood drama. After acing his tests, his dad, who thought cheating was the only explanation for Edward's genius, gave him a beating instead of a high five. Edward Nygma doesn't just rob banks. He leaves puzzles and riddles everywhere like he's hosting a game show that nobody wants to play. Seriously, the guy is obsessed with proving he's smarter than Batman. Spoiler, he's usually wrong, but points for effort. His elaborate puzzles and riddles often lead to deadly traps, forcing Batman to solve them before innocent lives are lost. Riddler's crimes are cerebral, designed to test Gotham's greatest detective in a battle of wits, his crowning achievement, plunging Gotham into chaos in 0 year, proving that being a smart aleck is in fact a crime. However, his arrogance often leads to his downfall, as he leaves clues behind, convinced that no one can solve his riddles. Our number 3 villain is not just any ordinary criminal. Ra's al Ghul is a centuries-old warrior with an immortal vision. In Birth of the Demon, Ra's al Ghul kicks off his story 600 years before Batman notices him. Born to desert nomads in Arabia. Obsessed with science, he ditches his nomadic life for the city to geek out on research. Leading the League of Assassins, Ra's seeks to cleanse the Earth by any means necessary, often through mass destruction. This guy's been alive for centuries thanks to the Lazarus Pit, a magical hot tub that keeps him looking fresh. His relationship with Batman is unique.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Ra's respects Batman as a worthy successor, even offering him the chance to take over the League, like their old chess buddies. But when Batman refuses, Ra's sees him as the only obstacle to his twisted version of world peace. His greatest scheme, the Tower of Babel storyline, where Ra's used Batman's own plans against the Justice League to take them down one by one. Coming in hot at number 2, it's Harley Quinn. The multiverse would be dull without the clown princess of crime. Once Dr. Harleen Quinzel, she was a psychologist working at Arkham Asylum before falling in love with her patient, the Joker. Since then, Harley has become one of Gotham's most unpredictable villains, blending acrobatics, combat skills, and an unhinged personality. One minute she's robbing a bank, the next she's feeding hyenas or rollerblading through Gotham. Her life motto, if it's not fun, why bother? Honestly, Harley might be one of Gotham's most fun villains, which is saying something for a place that's basically Villain City. You never know if Harley's gonna kiss you or hit you with her mallet, and honestly, both sound terrifying. As Harley says, if you're going to go a little crazy, enjoy the ride. And finally, at number 1, we have the most iconic villain in Gotham, the Joker. A homicidal artist and an agent of chaos, the Clown Prince of Crime is the embodiment of everything Batman fights against, and everything he fears. With his eerie white skin and green hair, he's the clown who isn't joking around. The Joker's power doesn't come from brute strength or gadgets. It comes from his unpredictability and sheer insanity. One minute he's cracking jokes, the next he's blowing up a hospital. His relationship with Batman is weirdly codependent, like the worst bromance ever. Certainly, no villain has managed to inflict as much pain and suffering on Batman as the Joker, who has on more than one occasion brought death to Bruce Wayne's extended family.
Killing is making a choice.
Where are they?
Choose between one
His resume: paralyzing Batgirl, blowing up entire city blocks, and being the absolute worst party guest in every situation. Oh, and his laugh? Haunting. But he probably thinks it's charming. His motives are often unclear, but his methods are always horrifying. One of his greatest achievements was in The Killing Joke, where he paralyzed Barbara Gordon and tormented her father, Jim Gordon, as part of a twisted psychological experiment.
To prove a point is to cry.
From leading gangs of violent criminals to orchestrating mass murders, the Joker's reign of terror knows no limits. His twisted relationship with Batman, seeing the Dark Knight as his eternal dance partner, makes him Gotham's greatest and most dangerous villain.